You've got employment gaps in your resume. Well, I've got good news. I'm Gloria Campbell with Advantage Training Systems in St. Petersburg, Florida. How do you address those gaps in your employment? Well, the good news is that today a lot of people have gaps in their employment. And what you want to do is you want to try and minimize that standing out on your resume as much as possible. It really depends on how many gaps you have and what the reason for the gaps are. If you have a gap because you were downsized out of a job, you were in an industry that saw a lot of change, it's probably not a big deal to put on there the companies you've worked for and then basically what your job duties and responsibilities. If it's that you've been kind of job hopping, then you probably want to use a resume that's more functional. In the functional resume, you group categories of things together. If you had a job, for instance, as a cook, and you worked for 5 different restaurants, you simply put that you were a cook, and then you'd list some of the duties and responsibilities. Addressing gaps in your resume is really not as big of a deal today as it was, let's say, 10 years ago. And these are just a few of the ways that you can address that. I'm Gloria Campbell with Advantage Training Systems in St. Petersburg, Florida. Don't despair. Gaps in resumes are pretty common today, and there are lots of ways to address them.